Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Nathan. I'm your host of this podcast, and today we're going to talk about staying positive in negative situations. But before we do that, I want to thank everybody for watching the first two episodes of the podcast, or listening to the first few episodes of the podcast. And I want to thank everybody for listening, and I want to let you guys know how thankful I am for all of you that listen to the podcast. And thank you for sending in your comments about the podcast. You can do that on Apple Podcast. You can leave a 5-star review of the podcast as well. Let me know what you think about the podcast, and let me know what you like and what you don't like, and we can fix this podcast together. So go leave a review, leave a 5-star review, because it helps out a lot, helps the podcast get better. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's done that and watched the episodes. This is episode 3 of We Are God's Gift podcast with me, Nathan. And today we're going to talk about staying positive in negative situations. I've learned over the years that you need to think positively in negative situations, because my biggest situation that I had to think positive in was the car wreck and the death of my mother. That was a very, very difficult situation for me, and I thought, I thought to myself over the years, how can I use that and make a difference and make somebody's day and make a difference in their life and be kind to them and use my story in a positive way. The death of my mother was the hardest thing that I ever had to go through. And the car wreck that I was involved in with my mother and my brother were the hardest things that I have ever had to go through. And it taught me, you have to grow, you have to mature, you have to look at every situation possible as a positive situation, and not so much a negative situation. You have to have good vibes in all your negative situations. Every bad situation that you go through every bad situation that you go through has a positive to it. You just have to find it, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe in that you're capable of saying to yourself, okay, this is the negative situation that I'm going through. What's the positive that I can get out of this situation, that I can teach people, that I can show people that, they can do anything they want to in life. They can be anybody. I'm in a wheelchair, so every day I have to look at things positively, I have to look at the fact that I have a disability. I have cerebral palsy, and I have CP, and I have to look at things in a positive way every day. And it's not just with the wreck with my mother and losing my mom to cancer. I have to look at so many things in a positive way and say to myself, how can I use this to help someone else through what they're going through and what they're dealing with? And I just want to say to you guys, whatever situation you're going through, look at the positives. Look at the positive side of your situation, because there is a positive side to every negative situation in your life. And the positive side for me was, I can use my story to help people to grow and mature and find their inner strength to get through whatever they're going through. I can use my experiences, even though they're not going to be the same experiences. You can still use them. You can still, use them to grow and better yourself. And if you're strong, it may be hard in the beginning, whatever experience you go through, it may be hard in the beginning, but once you find your positive side to your situation, you will feel so much better. You'll feel so much relief and so much growth and so much maturity in your mind that you won't be bothered by it. And sometimes it's hard to tell yourself that, hey, you need help. You need people that love you. You need people that care for you. And you need to talk about your situation. I find that as a positive too. If you talk to somebody, that's a positive in your situation. If you talk to someone you trust and you talk about it and you say, hey, I'm feeling this, or I'm feeling that, or this is what I'm feeling, can you help me? And if you surround yourself with people that are positive, it's going to help you stay positive and grow and be different. But in a good way. You'll be different in a good way because people will see that you're being positive and that you're trying your best to overcome the things that have happened to you. And like I said before, it's almost like when you look in the mirror. Like I said in your spiritual mirror, I said that you have to go to the mirror and you have to look at yourself. That's also so a positive. If you look at yourself from the inside and not just the outside, that's also a positive because that's going to help you determine, what do I need to change to be a positive, for this to be a positive? Do I need to stop thinking that it's negative? Because that's what you have to do. You have to stop thinking that it is negative, and you have to grow, and you have to mature. This COVID is a positive. COVID is definitely a positive if you look at it. If you look at it, you can still talk to your friends and family. You can still video chat with your friends and family. Yes, you might not be able to see them in person, but you can still chat with them. So you still have that opportunity to chat with your friends and your family. So COVID, even though COVID is not a really good situation, it's also a positive because you still have the ability to talk to your friends and your family and your loved ones, but yet you have to use Zoom or you have to use some kind of video chatting device to talk to your friends and family, but you can still talk to them and you can still communicate with them and see what they're up to and laugh and have a good time. You can still do that. Even though we have COVID going on, you can still chat with your friends and family. That's the positive of COVID-19. You can still do the things that you love to do, but you have to find a safer way to be able to do them. That's the positive of this situation. And I love people. I love to talk to people and I love to get to know people. And that's one of the positives about me, is that I love to get to know people, and I love to learn from people as well as so that I can teach them as well. I love to teach and learn at the same time, and help them grow and help them understand people like me, so that I can help them understand, hey, this guy has a disability, but he doesn't let anybody stop him. He doesn't let anything stop him. He continues to succeed. He continues to grow. He continues to be a positive influence on someone's life. A positive way for somebody to he continues to be a positive for people that he meets, and he continues to grow and mature and love people, and that's what I feel makes a great person. When you're positive and you are positive, that's what I feel makes a great person. If you're positive and you believe in yourself and you believe in others and you believe in their abilities and what they can do, that's what I feel makes you a positive person. And that's what I've tried to be for my life and my friends and my family. I've tried to be positive for them and show them that there is a positive to every negative situation that you face and that you go through. And that's always been my goal, and is to show people that, hey, even if you don't have a disability, you can still do whatever you want to in life. And even if you do, don't let it stop you. Even if you do have a disability, don't let it stop you. Don't quit. Don't give up. Stay positive and look at things in a brighter perspective, and look at things on the bright side, and you will discover who you truly are. And I love you all so much, and I just want to thank you all for watching the very first 2 episodes of this podcast. I really appreciate you all, and I love you, and I hope God blesses you in so many ways and shows you how to look at things positive in your situation. And I hope that if you go through a situation that is negative, that you learn how to grow from it and you learn how to get past it regardless of how bad it is. And just stay positive and be kind to as many people as you can. And don't judge anybody based on the color of their skin or their background. Just love someone for the person that they really are inside. Just love somebody for the person that they are, and not for the person that you want them to be. Be kind to one another. Spread love and positivity everywhere you can. And as I always say at the end of every episode, love each other, care for each other, and respect each other. And until next Wednesday, stay safe, stay positive in every situation. See you on the next episode, guys. Bye.